To be the representative today to tell you the whole course in English, and my Chinese name is Yang Fei. You can call me English name is Eric. Okay, and I also work as this event as assistant head referee. So let's start. And if you have any questions during my presentation, you can raise up your hands and ask me. Okay, don't be shy. And I hope everybody can have a very wonderful event. Start from the day after tomorrow. Okay, so the first one I'm going to give you the contents. The first one is welcome and introduction, and the second one is jury and jury appeal and the schedules and timetable, checking and procedures, and of course post-race procedures and water quality tests and so on, and finally weather forecast. But there's one thing. I didn't yet put on contents. That is the draw. The draw to decide the starting position, which we already done this morning with the system officials with us. So later I will give you what's the zone you should have. So that's the last part. All right, let's begin. So I'm going to introduce you the key TOs, which are already being here just now. The first one is Wang Baoping. Okay, you can see that's him. That's technical delegates, and Si Yu. Mr. Si Yu is our head referee, and Dr. Kou Zhongguo, I think, is behind there, over there. That's our medical delegates. And Mr. Chang Xiaodong is also there, and he's assistant technical delegate, and Mr. Wong, Miss Wong Ying, sorry. Miss Wong Ying, that's assistant head referee, that's over there. And the final one is me, okay? Thank you for being here. And next one is the technical jury, and that will be consist with Olivier Penny from French. He will work as a chair, and also the Jason Spencer, and plus our Mr. Wang Bing, just behind, to form the technical jury. If there's any protest, you can just file and give to them. Okay, and we have prepared the protest form and appeal form. If there's anything you want to do, I hope there's nothing happen, okay? But if you do, please let us know. And then we have the jury of appeal. That's our colonel. Vadugo will be the leader, and you got to pick up right now the nation. Yes. Okay. So any volunteers? We need two more nations. And any volunteers want to join this jury of appeal? Oh, that's Iran? Okay. Hungary. Okay. Iran and Hungary. 那就是伊朗跟这个匈牙利 and plus the Chinese delegate. Which one? We should one or okay, yes. So now we already have our jury of appeal. If you have any appeal, file, and those people are going to help you with that. Next part is the rules application. As we know, as TOs and also athletes, this morning I saw some people just wearing a swimming cap that belongs to the ITU games. I know some of you just were professional athletes, but you can see that right now, the rules we use is the season competition rules triathlon, which is 2017 version. And right now, ITU competition rules has been updated in 2019, which there's some changes that's happening there. And what happens if these two rules conflict with each other? I will tell you this way. If these two rules conflict with each other, we're going to follow the season competition rules. Besides, those rules not be included in the season competitions, such as the swimming conduct. That's not in the season competition rule books. So if that happened, we're going to follow the ITU rules. Is that clear? Everybody understand? All clear about that? Okay? So if that's fine, no problem. We're going to move on. That's how the rules will be applied. Now this part, the schedule and timelines. First of all, that's this morning. We already done that. And we also have done the briefing right now, which is So I think most of the people already bring your military ID card has been checked, and your race category has been confirmed. And this is what we done this afternoon. That will save a lot of work for us. Okay? So, very important tomorrow. Tomorrow, first of all, I'd like to say that the triathlon information desk will be open all day long. That will be open from 8 in the morning until 11:30. Because tomorrow we're going to do is the bike formalization. And the athletes lounge and bike mechanic service will be open at 8 also. And I believe most of you are already been there. You know where the athletes lounge is. And we see this morning, the athletes lounge is some kind of cloudy. That's why we can also open the athletes dining hall for you to take a rest. Okay? So, after that, we're going to do the race package pickup, which you're going to receive your numbers, your race numbers, and you're going to put on your bike. That's very important because we're going to do it tonight. Why we're doing it tonight? Because we're not confirmed about the categories. People got to just join until before this briefing. Everybody confirm in person. So we're going to do that. Tomorrow morning from 8 to 9, you can pick up your race number and please put those race number on your bike and on your belongings. Or we cannot just identify which things belongs to you. Okay. And some people, maybe they forget about bringing the military ID card or race uniform. They're going to be rechecked once again in there. Okay. So that will be checked over there. 9 to 10, there will be bike course formalization, and please note there's a time I should just let you know. That's 8:50. 8:50 people should just all gather around, assembled, something at the transition exit, right behind Mount 9, to get started of the formalization. Okay. Some people say, why should we do this? Because that's make it more organized, okay? You're going to do it together to feel the event. So remember this timeline, 8:50. From 10 to 11, swim course formalization once again. And 11 to 11:30, that's back check and transition zone. If those people who didn't get the check, you can just get there to check your bike. And please label your bike with your own race number once again. And those bikes happen to be checked on the venue and on site. You got a second chance. That will be like 14 hours and 2 in the afternoon to 3 o'clock. That will be bike check at the military athletes venue, a village. So where location is detailed, that will be the flag square. The flag square in the athletes village. Okay, you're gonna be checked again. All right, any questions? All right, you don't have a question, we move to the next page. Sunday. Sunday is a reason, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. So,
Where the flag is, where they have the flag, right? There at the stadium for the traffic, right there on the side of it.
yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. We will have prepared the truck for you. And due to this question, I will explain later, but actually I can just tell you right now, we have prepared the truck for your transportation of your bikes. Okay? And the truck loading time will be half an hour before your shuttle bus. For example, your shuttle bus arrange you to take you here from Athens to the venue at 8. That means your loading time for your bikes will be 7:30. That's same location where you should just get on the bus. Okay, so you just bring your equipment and bikes to the location where you should supposed to gathering or assemble, and then you can put the bikes over there. And some people are gonna help you with that. Okay? All right? Thank you for your questions. Sunday, the information and mechanic will be open the whole day start from 8. And then athletes check-in will be start at 8:15 to 9:30. I'm talking about the 18 men and the senior men. And there I will go to the 18 women and senior women. So 8:30 to 9:30 transition zone will be open. And 9 to 9:45, the swim warm-up. 9:45 to 9:50, that's 9 up. 9 up, and then 9:50 to 10. That will be the introduction and presentation for the intermen and senior men. Remember, in here, elite men and the senior men will be introduced together, but the start will be separate. Okay? We start the elite men at 10, and the senior men at 10:01. So I will show you where they should stand. Okay, so for the elite women, the senior women, okay, the elite women, the senior women, you should know that the information is also the same. And 10:45 to 12, athletes will be checking, and the time checking time. And 11 to 11:45, there was warm up, and 11:30 to 12:15, there was transition zone checking, or just open. And 12:15 to 12:20, that's line up, and 20 to 30, there will be introduction for the men and the senior women, and also the presentation. So the game start 12:30. Men and women, the senior and the elite will go together. Okay. Later I will explain to you the starting podium to you. Award ceremony that will be started on Sunday in the afternoon. That's at 3 o'clock. Starts followed by this order. Okay, you can see that. Because there's no senior team men and women category competition, that means there's no award ceremony for that. All right, totally 8 of them. Now let's go to the details. Saturday, that's tomorrow morning, there will be a shuttle bus scheduled for post-formalization. 7:30, athletes march to the triathlon venue, and athletes vantage pickup location is the number 3 parking area in athletes vantage. Remember this. And also, the truck has been provided for the bike's transportation, and loading time will be half an hour earlier, just like I said. So 7, that will be, okay? And also, we have 2 buses to go back, and also the trucks, the same. That will be 11:30 and 12. From the triathlon venue back to the athletes bench. The pickup location is where you have been dropped off at the venue, okay? Remember this. On the race day, the shuttle bus will be arranged for you. That's for men. The bike's loading at 6:30, and at 7, the men will take the shuttle bus from the athletes to the triathlon venue. And for the women will be loading their bikes at 8:30, and the shuttle bus take the women to the triathlon venue will be 9. And 4:30 in the afternoon, yes, sir.
Is it possible to deposit the bikes overnight at the venue from Saturday to Sunday?
Okay, that's a good question. No, you have to bring with you. Okay, you can't just leave it there, because nobody got to watch for you. Okay? Alright, so that's all bikes loading at 4:30 and the venue, and then From 5, the triathlon venue back to the athlete. That, I mean all of you. Okay? So that's the location down there. This is how we go into the venue. You're gonna be drop off here. This is a parking spot. And then you're going to follow this road to go into the venue. To do the bike check, and then after checking, and then you put your bike and the transition. So this is the sequence we're going to follow. Right? Bike check. Bike check that will be refers to the 5.2 and 5.3 ITU rulebooks and handbars with the clips on. And for the wheel, no authorized UCI wheels, wheel loops, and labeled spare wheels will be checked at the bike and checked and be taken by the coaches to the team wheel station. Remember that. You have to bring your spare wheels to the station. There's nobody gonna help you with that, okay? You should find your spare and the coaches or the athletes you can bring by yourself. And bike frame and helmet. And back check, the scalar position is -5 cm and for men and -2 for women. The distance between the vertical line touching the front most points of the scale to the vertical line passes through the center of the chain wheel X. Approved exception on ITU website and approved for the addition modification of any equipment but must be obtained from the header freeze until 10 minutes after the end of the athlete's briefing. That means after his briefing 10 minutes, you should just go to the header free. Mechanic service available. So we're going to fill this voucher and we're going to check everything. This is the location of the athlete's launch. I think you already found it today. Check-in procedure, uniform, race gear check, your name, country logos, holder will be taken, is uniform, wear other uniform during the race will be disqualified. That means what have you just give the day for the uniform check? If you change tomorrow, you're going to let us know and we're going to take another picture or you will be disqualified. Body marking check, then both arms and the tattoo, okay, remember the tattoo. You should just put it on both arms and both legs. Time chips distribution. 1 for angle. There's only one. Everybody, you're going to receive one timing chip. You're going to put down your angle, okay? Next one is a swim cap distribution, and if any athletes wish to wear a second swim cap, the cap should be unbranded. Unbranded, okay? Leave your bag at athlete's launch, just like today, and we'll have someone to watch over for that. Transition. The helmet check, don't leave your helmet fastened in a transition. The athletes who misses to comply with these rules will receive a time penalty and T1. Running shoes outside the box, helmet on the bike. And to add any equipment to the bike, you must obtain approval from the head referee up till 10 minutes after the athlete's briefing. The same thing. So, this is the course. The course, 2 laps, each lap 750 meters for swimming, and bike, 4 laps, 10 total 10K, and for running, 4 laps, each lap 2.5, total 10. This is the course. What you have done today is right this part. This is for the swimming, and this is the main venue. It's right here, and this is the transition. And then you go to this is a bike course, and this way on your right is the running course. And bear in mind, all these courses will be run anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Okay? Don't forget about that. So, pre-start procedure, the athlete's introduction. 50 minutes before the start line, and draw to the swimming start platform. I know this is some kind of long run, and find your position and stay behind the line. Athletes are required to wear the official swim cap from the moment of the athlete's line up. Senior men's will be, okay, remember, The senior men will be introduced together with elite men. Remember this. However, start separately. Senior men will stay at the swimming exit behind the start podium during the elite men starts, and will then follow the chill's instruction to find the start position. You know, this is the whole way to go to the start podium. And the senior men should just be standing here during the elite men just started. This is the picture. You have seen that. Thank you. So as is in position, the start can be given anytime after the TD salon starting mark, and air horns plus the restarts. And athletes not moving forward at the start will receive a time penalty for 15 seconds in T1. For start procedures, we'll start with any athletes, the simple horn plus many athletes. The kayaks move in front of you. Everyone goes back to her or his original start spot. This is for the full start for many athletes. But valid start with early starters. If a few athletes start before the horn and everyone else starts with the horn, the full starters will receive a 15 seconds penalty in T1. During the time penalty, the athletes may not touch any equipment. Okay, this is clear. So ITU, the 4.1 athletes must sporting maintain their own space in the water. This is for the swimming contact. Where athletes make accident contact in the swim, and then immediately afterwards move apart, no penalty will be incurred. Where athletes make contact in the swim and an athlete continues to impede the progress of other athletes without moving apart, this action will result in a time penalty. Where athletes deliberately target another athlete to impede their progress, gain unfair advantages, and potential course harm will result in disqualification. Okay, that's for swim conduct. And also, there will be additional boats and technology developed on the swim course to monitor athletes' behavior in this respect. Infringements may be recorded and appropriate action will be taken dependently on the rules definition from the previous slide. Please respect your fellow competitors and keep the race fair. Thank you. So I will tell you today at 9 o'clock, the water temperature is 9.8, that's this morning, and the air temperature is 16 centigrade. Okay. Finalization 1 hour before restart. So this morning you all wear the wetsuit. That will be allowed because the temperature is under 20. And on Sunday, we're going to give you the instruction 1 hour before the game starts. 2 laps, total distance is 1,500 meters. Distance to the first turning buoy, that's 322 meters. Okay, take caps, goggles to transition into your box. This is important. If you throw things out, you're going to receive a penalty. So this is the map for the swimming course. 322 and 40 meters, 15 meters, and 308. And 30 meters right here, and get out from water right here, and jump in the water again, once again. This start point and this swimming exit. You can see how we do this. 2 laps. And then you run out from here. Just like I mentioned, the senior man should stand right here. Okay? Thank you. Swimming exit to transition. You got swim and just run up, and then you see the transition, you go this way, and then you turn back, okay, into the transition, then you get on the bike to start the bike. So that's how we do it. Transition area, individual bike racks will be applied. Number, name, and country flag will be on the information tag. All user equipment goes into your box. This is important. Failure to put the equipment in box, 50 seconds penalty. And on the round penalty box, In an individual bike rack, the bike must be racked in the first transition by the rear wheel. This is important. The first transition, your bike should just be racked with the rear wheel, and the second transition, that will be either way. You can use a front wheel or the back wheel. Mount line and the end of the transition, green line, and this mount is red line. This is another beginning of the transition. Okay, I will show you. This is a mount line. You get out here, and then you put on the bike, and you're going to make another U-turn again to get on the bike course. So this is the dismount line. The bike course, 4 laps, total distance is 40K, and right through the, remember, second, very important, every time, each lap, you have to go through the transition, okay? Transition, you have to go through each lap, you have to go through there. That means you have to go through 4 times. Flat technical and 2 wheel stations will be applied. One is neutral wheel station. Remember, in the neutral wheel station, no disc wheel will be provided. If you want to use a disc wheel, you're going to provide by yourself in team wheel station. Okay, the location you will see later on. Lap counter after mount line start. The lapped athletes are allowed to continue their race, but they should slow down or stop if necessary when passing through the transition zone. In case the leading athletes are finishing cycling and starting wrong. Okay, if you just be that, please pay attention to this. Drafting is allowed between elite and senior. No problem. So this is the location of our wheel station. This is a team wheel station. So you're going to do the back check here, and then you send your wheel to the team wheel station. And neutral wheel station will be near the far turning point of the bike course. So this is a whole bike course, 4 laps. Okay, go back. And bike course will be each time you're going to make this U-turn. Okay, 4 times. Caution signal. 3 shots whistle and reflex. If we think that this is some kind of danger, we're going to ask our TOs to do the 3 shot whistles and reflex to show you that this is a very, very dangerous area. So you should pay attention to your speed and your skills. Back to run. So see, this red one is our dismount line. You should just dismount right here. And then go into transition. And then after you do transition, you go to run. And run from this side. You go this direction. Okay? Run course, 4 laps, total 10K. Left runner cannot run with leading runners. You still can continue your race, but you cannot run with the leading runners. Aid station. We have 3 aid stations serving both ways. I'm going to show you on the map. And sealed water will be provided, and discard plastic bottles within the littering zone. This is very important. 20 meters before and 80 meters after aid station, we are setting up at the littering zone. If you fail to do so, you're going to receive the penalty. Photo finish. Congestion in finishing areas. Go to the mixed zone and recovery area. So this is the pictures to show where the aid station is. And also, somebody asked me today where the penalty box is. It's right at the exit of the transition, 50 meters away. So it's just right here. There's a wrong penalty box right here. And this part is not exist anymore. We only can aid station 1, 2, 3. Okay? The aid station will be served both ways. This 4 laps, you're going to run. So run your turn, and then at the finish, how you can do it. You're going to enter this U-turn at the fourth lap. Then you turn to your left. Turn to your left, go into the finish chute. You follow this way to go to the finish. You already seen the finish arch that is close to our athletes lounge. And then you're going to receive the mix zone. And then you got athletes recovery areas right here. Okay, this is for the finish. This is a fourth lap. And then you're going to receive the medical attention. It's right there. And doping control room is a red one right here. This is a doping control room. So all those function areas can help you with after race procedures. Run penalty box, the study infringements will be served in T1, which you know that, swim, T1, bike T2, and running infringements will serve in the run penalty box. Location, 50 meters before the U-turn, points near the transition zone, and a whiteboard to show the race number, and letters to indicate the violation. Athletes need to read the board, and coaches are advised to check and inform their athletes. Procedure, 50 seconds penalty served on any laps of the run. You can do any laps. You can do the first lap or you can do the fourth lap. Penalty must be posted prior to the last lap on the run. Any penalties followed by the point will be served on the spot. Okay, so rules interpretation. Mount after the mountain line. Athlete's foot, remember, one foot, must contact the ground past the mountain line. Before the athlete mounts the bike, if this contact doesn't occur, it is considered an infringement of the rules as M. Dismount before the dismount line. An athlete's foot must contact the ground before the dismount line after the athletes dismounted the bikes. If this contact doesn't occur, it is considered an infringement of the rules D. Discharged or store your equipment inside your designated areas. Leaving the equipment, swimming cap, Google, helmet, etc. in design books or box. If leaving the equipment outside the box, it is considered an infringement of the rules. E. So you're going to say those kind of initial abbreviation. Littering L, mount line M, swim violation S, dismount line D, other violation V, and equipment outside the box E. How you can read it and how you can see those kind of the penalty will be received. For example, 12D, what I mean? 12D, that means athletes number 12 received a time penalty for dismount line violation. So if you say 12 multiple 2 M and E, that means athletes 12, you received 2 time penalties. One for mount line, and another one is for equipment outside the box. Okay, this is how you're going to read it. Alright, so this is for the penalty. Post procedure. Must note, immediately after 1, 2, 3, we'll host the broadcast first. Okay, your top 3. Athletes are allowed to carry their country flag. Not allowed to carry their country flag on the podium. This is very, very clear. There will be the national anthem will be raised, no problem, but no national flags on the podium. The team results computing methods. Number 1, women elite. The team standing will be determined by the ending the 3 best times. That's for the women elite team. For men elite, the team standing will be determined by the ending the 3 best times. That's the same. But for the mixed elite, team standing will be determined by ending the 3 best times, men divided by 2, added by the best time of 1 woman. So that's for the mixed elite. But for the mixed for senior, team standing will be determined by ending the 2 best times senior men divided by 2, added by the best time senior woman. Okay? So this is for the team results. Ambush marketing rules. We're going to read this to you. For ceremony award ceremony, please dress up with your country warm-up clothing, not your uniform. Okay? Ambush marketing rules apply. What is ambush marketing is defined like this. Deliberately using the ability of live television and media photographers to acquire additional exposure for your sponsor product, appeal, or brand. This is what we call ambush marketing. Okay? Alright? Anti-doping control. Post photo ID is needed for every athlete to have ready for the doping control. The photo ID, you can just bring your accreditation. Your accreditation, you already have your photo on that, so this will be okay. The team medical access. Only accredited team medical will be allowed to enter in the medical tent after the LOC doctor's permission. Okay, two things. You need accreditation. Second, you need permission from the LOC doctors. Accreditation. All coaches, pay attention, coaches, you have to collect accreditation to be able to enter the meeting. Only coaches who has been registered from their NF into the 7th season Major World Games Triathlon online system are entitled for an accreditation. We already designed 4 areas for the coaches. The first one is swim start area. The second is next to the transition. Third one is around penalty box. And last one is a finish area. So 4 places coaches can go. So this is a water test results. I just updated just now. This is a very new water quality test. So we pick up the water to test in the 3 locations. Yes?
How about the team captain?
What about team captain?
Yes.
What kind of team captain you mean?
About the area. Just coach or team captain too?
Yes, you can go there. Yes. Okay. Any more questions about coaches and captains? All right. Okay. Water test. Once again, we take the water test, the water sample from 3 different areas. One is 3 meters before the start podium, and second is 3 meters before the swim exit, and 3 is the first turning point. So that's the results. You can read it. Always perfect and very good. The weather forecast. This is the latest weather information we receive right now. That's on Saturday. It's tomorrow. That's 14 to 21 centigrade. And for Sunday, that will be 13 to 20. Hopefully that's a good weather for all the athletes. So I wish you have a good race, but before you go, I have the starting position drill. This drill already happened this morning, and you're going to see some pictures on that. The starting point will be divided into different zones due to the number of the registered countries in each category. For example, the Italy we just registered with, I just give an example, not precisely in this game. For example, the Italy has 28 countries registered, then the starting podium will be divided into 28 zones. And each zone, for example, Brazil, you have 6 people, you just got number 1. So you're gonna follow, like in this zone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the race number you're going to receive. Okay, for example, China just received the last one. They're going to just have the last number. For example, like if there's total 9 people participating in the 8 men, so they're going to do the last 6 numbers. Okay, so the athletes has to stay in the box of each country zone. Just like I said, each zone is going to be divided into 6 or 3, depends on how many athletes participate in this event. Okay? just like I mentioned, Brazil have 6 people, or Belgium only have 3 people. That means Belgium, in their zone, they only have 3 boxes. But each athlete have to stay or use their box. If they just change the position or change the box intentionally, we're going to give you the verbal warning and correct. If not, you're going to be disqualified. Okay? Thank you. I'm going to show you. This is how we do. For the swim start zone, totally there's 26 people, 26 countries registered for the elite spin. That's why we divide the whole thing into 26 zones. Okay? And if there's no changes, 8, 9 people in line, 8 main athletes will be counted there. That means these 26 zones will consist 89 boxes. Okay? Right? The swim start for the senior men, you can see, senior men registered with 14 countries, total 29 people. There's 14 zones, and they're corresponding to 29 boxes and positions. And also the swim start for the women elite and the women seniors. Totally 14 countries in women's elite, and there's only 4 countries in women's seniors. That's why we do 1 to 18. So you can see, this is the entries for the swimming start, and this is an exit of the swimming exam. Okay. Tomorrow you're going to see that outside. So this morning we already make a draw. You can see accordingly why I didn't just make the pictures on that, because it's more like reliable. Okay, you can see people signing from our commission. Okay, the sports commission to see that. I can read it to you. Okay, read it to you. First one, Belgium. That's 19. You got 19. So Brazil, no, the Belarus. That's 25. And Brazil, 12. Canada, 26.
16번.
And China, 18. Dominic, 15. Okay.
16번.
ECU accused, that's 24. And Spain, 7. Estonia, that's 17. France, that is 8. And Germany, 20. Hungary, 13. Indonesia, that's number 2. Iran, 6. Italy, 10. Korea, 4. Kuwait, 3. Luxembourg, 11. IUP, that's 21. Poland, 23. ROU, that's 5. And Russia, 1. Slovenia, 22. Swiss, that's 16. And Sweden, that's 9. USA, 14. That's for the elite men. And let's see for the senior men. Senior men, Belgium, 11. Canada, 12. Denmark, 4. Spain, 5. France, 10. Hungary, 2. Iran, 6. Korea, 4. Luxembourg, 8. Romania, that's 7. Slovenia, that's 13. Serbia, 9. Sweden, that's 3. And USA is 1.
그렇죠.
Yeah.
둘다 프로.
Denmark is number 4. Korea is, no, Denmark is 14, sorry. Denmark is 14. My mistake, thank you for correction, thank you. 14.
덴마크도 4번이라고
So, we need the women.
14고 우리는 4.
Belgium, 12. Brazil, 9. Canada 6, China 5, Spain 4, France 1, Germany 7, Hungary 13, Poland 14, Russia 8, Swiss 10, Sweden
이렇게 적어.
3, US 11. Okay? So, last one is senior women. Canada will be number 4, Hungary number 3, and Sweden number 2, and US number 1. That's it. Yes?
너무 좋다.
Thank you. I just, yes?
너무